Hello and welcome everyone. We're jumping into the meta, the new meta, round 2 baby. We're coming on a little bit of a win streak. We played our first ever game last time with the Healjank, and I'm thinking to myself, how far can we take this dream? Ribbon check. This guy's got 3 Lionar wins, ribbons rather, 300 wins, 2 Vitruvian ribbons, 1 Abyssian, 1 Magmar. So this guy, even being in silver, he's definitely a higher level player, or he's been around for a long time. So here I got my chica Zeran Sanforge, and she is perfectly tanned in that afterglow. If you compare Lionar generals to Magmar generals right now, I mean Afterglow or Roar versus Seeking Eye or Overload, the advantage is tipped back in our favor, and with the nerfs to Tiger and Frenzy, costing 1 more now and doing 1 point damage less, all in all, that is basically they were able to just frenzy and provoke your entire board state. You couldn't provoke them. It was a miserable matchup. I had a lot of experience. Shoutouts to ZR hitting me with that. But now we got a fighting chance with all our little provoke guys. As you see in the hand, we are heavy on the provoke and light on the heals, which is not where we want to be in a Sunriser deck. Turning the battle log, forgot that, sorry about that. Always good to see for those of you watching at home, especially for newer players. I mean, even for people like me who are a little bit more familiar with the game, having this on as you play makes a world of a difference. Even seeing when your opponent replaces, even that is like a tactical advantage, right? Knowledge is an advantage, and remembering what happened to your board when you're being a stony Tony and then you look back up and everything is gone. That's keep the log on. That's one of my learning advice to all of you. So here I'm playing the runaway game because I don't want to lose everything I own at one time. I got 2 Novas in my hand, 2 Immolations, and I want to keep this minion alive in case, I needed to punt and run down here, run the Mystic right there, Immolate, kill the egg. That would have been a fine play, but I figure maybe I can set up a minion that I can then afterglow, or I can then heal. Excuse me. Because if he slaps it for 4, I can heal it for 4 or whatever. I want to get that positioning. I want to keep running away. Shouts to Light Chaser. This card is the knockers, the titties. Excuse me for my fans that don't like the chestises, breastises, but this card's the bee's knees. We'll see it another time. So here, he's making a whole lot of things. I really do not care for. I mean, you present me with the egg, I slap that egg. I throw down my chaser, and I chase a new dream. I heal, I AoE, and I buff. So the reason why this card is awesome, especially on turn 1, because you can send it off and just you don't care if it just goes away somewhere, grabs your mana bubble, because it's gonna live and start growing, and once it has at least 3 health, you can begin the trade factory with it. And here he heals his own Silithar with a Mystic and it gets a buff. So even your opponent likes Light Chasers. Just remember that, my friends. And I'm so excited to jam this Sunriser down that I don't even position this play 100% optimally. One thing I know is that, or one thing I've realized in my few games of Sunrising so far, is that when your opponent's sitting on an empty board and they're touching it, and especially now that Tiger only hits for 3, they really have, it's hard to get rid of it. So here, this guy chooses to take out the bigger threat and leave me with the Sunriser, but he does 4 damage to himself in the process, and I'm not sure that that trade is really too good. So here, we see the perfect play. I slap him for 3, and I bathe in the afterglow. And both Sunrisers do their job. Ooh, baby. It's like a shout out to Legend of Zelda. She's one of the Gerudo thieves. Oh, we got high encoding error already. Oh, no, we got regular. Okay, so that just spiked to high encoding scared me very much, but it seems as if we've recovered. Ain't nothing can stop us no mo. We coming in hot. We're coming in live. We're testing the limits of Healjank for science. We're making smarter decisions about how to tweak this deck on the fly, based on what we've been experiencing. This guy already has a ribbon over me, playing my own faction. So I see that I got that turn 1 light chaser. Get it. Go, baby. Pretty standard opening, really, So here, I'm thinking, and out of my options, the one that I like the most is to destroy his board state, because if I play this Sunsteel Defender, which I recently placed in here, we'll talk about that later in a second, but if I played it right there, it was just going to get popped in some combination. He had too many minions on the board. It would have been a disaster. So here, I throw on a shirt, baby. Chica Ziran has taken a shower. She got her hair done and her nails did. She put her shirt on. She's ready to hit the club. So my goal here is just to... Well, for one, I want to protect this Light Chaser, because it's not yet ready to tango. I need at least 1 heal up before it's good to mingle. I want to clear the board using my shirt, but still retaining it. And I also want to throw a Sunsteel Defender in his face. And the reason why I thought to put this in the deck, I think I put this in place of the Suntide Maiden, is because... So it got nerfed terribly. I lost an entire deck. Songweaver is now a poop sandwich, and just disgusting. But Sunsteel Defender went from being able a 5/1 with celerity, so being able to go bop bop, hit this guy for 10 right now, or just do its thing. Went from being able to do 10 damage to being able to do 4 damage, but it gained 2 points of health. So in the eyes of the world, now it's unplayable. It's terrible, and in any other deck I would agree, but I'm sorry. Because in my deck, it's just something to heal, right? and those 2 points of health, if you can go elevator up and down and up and down and up with the force field, that's value, and that's what I want in this deck. You know, something that I can pressure the board with, something that I can, you know, heal up, and those health points are thick and dense and valuable. You know, that's the theme I was going for here, and I feel like it fits in a lot better than Sunriser ever could. So here, this guy's got the Sunbloom. I believe this is Sunbloom number 2. And he summons his own little cat, but he ain't no friend's cat. He ain't no wish cat. He little baby cat. And he tries to claw his way back in on the board, but I'm feeling good about this game, even though I feel he's got the better Bloodborne spell, Roar, in this matchup, because if he can punch and one-shot my creatures, I won't have anything to heal. I won't even be able to use mine. His is proactive, mine's reactive, and when you can't react, you're at a disadvantage. So, no bueno. What would have been cool is if you had some kind of Roar on the cat. Did some work, did some things. So here I got the Sunriser, and he plays a third AoE Dispel card. And I'm thinking to myself, thinking to myself, I want him to do that. I want him to, you know, having a rare AoE Dispel is good, but when you're only getting rid of threats and leaving bodies and not advancing your own board state, I'm going to summon an Iron Cliff right next to you. And right now, I got him in the Holy Cross of Lionar. I got 3 dispelled minions. And I got Cliff down on the south side. And this, you know, I think I got lucky in that matchup. I think that with more of a focused deck that he would have got me there. Because of the disadvantage in summoner spells. Wow, excuse me. Bloodborne spells. We are still alive. We are encoding hot. And we're continuing. At this point, in me playing, it's about 3 in the morning. 3:15. I'm not even sure. Excuse me. And I'm thinking I'm gonna keep playing until I lose, because not only is Healjank cohesive, but it actually has been winning. I'm on a streak, baby. I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hotter than I ever thought possible. Hot with all the blades of the sun. I got lightning weapon. I got Karthus flame arc. Shouts to Dark Souls 3. I got great flaming swords of justice. And here I go get goink. I do a little Shaggy Scooby double take right here. Because here this guy's playing Incantation Samurai Soul Reaper with her little scars making creep, but he's running Wraithling Swarm. He's making Wraithlings, and at this point I gotta tell you, I don't know what you're doing, Peaches. I don't know what you're doing, but it doesn't matter in this game because I have terrible minion positioning in this game. Spoilers. I jam myself up. Nothing really good can happen. And right here I'm sad because his Watcher is going to grow. I want more than anything to... Let me ask you a question. Where is the martyrdom when they're at full health? Let me ask you that question for real. Because I'm about to show you a game coming up where I Hail Mary like 30 health of martyrdoms back to my opponent, and I still win. Whatever. But let me ask you that question: where's the martyrdom when they drop the friggin' Watcher in the corner? I'm thinking I can do some run-in no jutsu magic, but I eat a wraithling transformation, creating another body to add fuel to his fire. Once again, jamming myself up back here. I mean, I'm trying to stay safe and position away from the Watcher, but right here I leave myself exposed. Kind of terrible, and I'm fearing that he'll come down and pop it, but he chooses to remain in cowardice as I close in. And in my hand, I spy the Grandmaster. I'm still waiting to live the dream. My track record on Grandmaster Zero so far is -1. I had some Vitruvian dominate it, steal it, and activate it and kill me with it. That was a cool game. Shoutouts to How Not to Zero, a fun video from the old meta. I'm looking at my hand, and I got 420 Blaze Novas galore. I feel good about that. You know, I do, because here we're going to see some of the flexibility of the Afterglow. And the sheer value of Afterglow and Windblade Adept in particular, because so far in my games, Adept is just the all-star, right? Because I'm punching in for 4, I'm cleaning up what I gotta clean up, and then I'm just healing it back. And now my Adepts are tenacious. They've been training in the dojo. So I give him that immolation. I leave 2 bodies up because I want him to know, with this Watcher, you gotta make a choice. Completely forgetting about Scar. And with this one Crawler summon, he does not lose the game, because if this were not here, I would run on the Shadow Creep, summon Nova, and whack him, and that would be the game. And I wouldn't have to deal with this 13-10 lurker, 14-11 lurker building up. But because he has that positioning and I cannot kill him this turn, and because he would be able to one-shot me next turn, I have to punt. I gotta play that Zir. So this guy hits me with E012 Nova Punch, and I got a 15-10 staring me down, and at this point I think I've lost. And I realize, okay, whatever. You've earned 10 more life points. You've been taking good care of that guy, and I don't feel like getting punched in my tiger face by him, so no thank you. So I say, I'll give you another shot at this game to draw your Shadow Nova. At this point he's got, the creep tile count is up to 6. Another Nova would make it 10, so I'm -4 life points to a Nova. So I really gotta scramble and buy some time here. What better way to do that than by being a little cheap Sunriser Mafk and getting my own more or less free 420 Blaze It. And I get another Martyrdom, and I say, yo, I don't even want you to have that guy next to me. You can have 16 life points back there. This guy summons up. He thinks he's clever. We're in the top deck war now. No one's clever. And brave Castlevania Knight runs forward, gets the bond, removes that mask, and pins her to the corner. So right now, I'm feeling good as long as this Reaper does not turn into my other Grandmaster's ear. Because what a tragedy that would be. Que terrible. Que lastima. What a pity. And he gets a Mystic. He gets the worst possible cards, 2-3. With no heal. Which is funny. Even if he got the heal, whatever. Kill something. Sunrise. And I'm playing the value game here. So he's got to choose, and of course he chooses the cliff, right? And I got that third martyrdom in my hand. I get the perfect replace. And instead of healing him for 5, I decided to kill that guy and heal me for 5. Would you look at that? Circle of Life. I picked up another one just for this deck, and let me tell you, it is spicy against everything that is not named Ironcliff Golem. Or Black Solace. Oh my god, Black Solace. Disgusting card. So this guy's playing the runaway game. He says, oops, he accidentally shot his own guy, but I got a force field, my friend. You weren't going to do anything anyways to my 3 health points there. I mean, he could have pinged my riser. Not that it would matter, because I'm bathing in the afterglow. And I'm just going to chase him down. By this point, I'm 4 points of damage out of Nova territory. I got a shirt on. I got 7 power general. Wow. And I'm hitting him in the face and dodging his little tiles every turn. He draws the Nova, and it's really funny. Okay, I gotta pause here for like 10 seconds. He says, well played. I have no idea whether he's like saying, oh man, you got me, I don't have anything, or whether he's saying, oh, no matter what you do, you won't be able to kill me, and I can kill you next turn. So we're about to find out how he's trying to get my meager 3 life points out. And jam a Exoon, ExxonMobil baby. Disgusting, dirty engine with its own force field to maliciously heal and proc late game Sunrisers and draw me into more cards. So here he thinks he's got the game in the bag. Oh, Saber Spine Tiger, hit me for 3 and kill me. Oh wait, it hits me for 1 because I have a shirt on. Oh, and he makes a little cry face as I give him the BM. What was supposed to be a Sunriser kill, but like a flashy double Sunriser whack-a-mole, but I heal it instead of healing myself, or else I could have healed it with the Afterglow and been flashy like I want. But so sorry Peaches, you were a little overconfident there. You really need to make more of a cohesive deck. You gotta choose whether you're all about that Nova or about that Wraithling Swarm, and the two are mutually exclusive. Moving right along. I'm not even gonna do a paranoid check. I'm just gonna keep going, baby. We're playing against Fire and Dark, and as you see, there a little X right there. Is this game the end of Healjank? Does this guy with 4 Songhai ribbons, 1 Vet ribbon, and 1 Abyssian ribbon, does he kill the Dream? Meditate on that query for a moment. This guy leads off with a turn 1 Saber Spine trade, which I personally feel is inefficient, but meh. Here we go. And here this guy's running Flash Reincarnation. So this game we're gonna study the usage of Flash Reincarnation. So far, all he's managed to do is play a Dancing Blades without the opening Gambit and buff it because it was damaged with Amplification. But that's 3 cards out of his hand right then and there, and I'm able to Sunbloom that. So he spends a lot of mana and 3 cards for what I just spent 2 mana. Not negating, but I mean the advantage is gone. And I'm so happy with my snarkiness that I move away from my Silverguard Knight, because I don't even need Zeal. Forget Zeal. I got other things to do. And here he tries to punch down a Light Chaser. My friend, I'm sorry, but that's not a fight that you're gonna win. You kill it or you don't. And here, I hit him with the 1-2 Nova. Life is good. Get your board out of here. Thank you, 1 Sunbloom, for doing your job. And again, he makes a trade. Personally, I mean, yeah, it was good to kill that before I can heal it, but the Sojourner only draws him 1 card, whereas he could have moved here, punched my general, tried to get at least another card draw out of it. So, I'm not saying it's a bad play or a misplay, but it's a choice that he made. So, we'll see if, you know, sacrificing that little bit of board position might have, and that life might have helped in the long run. Probably not, though. So here he's closing in on me with was it a 3rd Dancing Blades? That's pretty cool. But once again, don't give me something to heal. And I'm giving him the Shield Bash, Overhand Fire Sword Slap. This guy's got 6 health, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna do 5 damage, heal 5 life, trigger my Sunriser, and mop you up. So here, we heal up our Sunriser and run him/her/angel of Hermaphrodite Justice into a spot where we can just chill. And there's the Mercantor Warbeast. Yikes. So at this point in this game, I think that here's where the dream comes to an end. I mean, you guys saw that. You saw that red X up there, right? So you probably know what's coming. So it's time to punt and just remove one of his 4/2 minions and set up a Zir. And right now, I'm not gonna lie, things are looking kinda grim. He's boosting his attack by 1 every turn, while also top decking. But nuclear launch detected. I've been painting that red dot since last turn, my friend, and I drop it on in. Boom! And this game goes from being very scary to very nice. He's pumping that iron. He is 6/6 right now. Very scary. In this game, this round, I just want to put 2 lethal threats on the board. Maybe this was me being a little overzealous, but I think, he's got 2 cards in his hand, and what's the worst that could happen, right? I've got a shirt on, I've got 12 points of life, 7 points of attack, and the homie plays the Elucidator with the Greater Fort. And we both die. So props to that game. He managed to squeak a draw out from a wild back and forth. That in the end was going my way by the power of Zir. But at this point in me playing, it's like 4:30 in the morning, and I think that the dream might actually have ended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm not sure if a draw counts as a win or a loss, so I tell myself the only way to find out if the dream is dead is if we play another game and win. Because if it says I'm on my streak, I'm still on my streak. It's the only conclusive evidence I would trust. And if there's still the possibility of a streak, I'm not going to sleep. Can't sleep on a streak. I got that turn 1 light chaser. Excuse the text message, y'all. Gonna meet up with my boy Santorino IRL at the doctor's place. So here, okay, so what I missed is that before playing this guy, before moving, I should have played this guy back here, so that I could have a 50-50 on this turret instead of a 25-75. But it turns out it doesn't matter, because this guy is still running Flash Freeze, which should have gone the way of all the 0-cost spells: Darkfire Sacrifice, Flash Reincarnation, Dispel and Vitruvian, Sundrop Elixir at 1, all that, should be gone, because We only draw one card now. All your utility spells won't save you in the late game top decks. But whatever. So here this guy decides to add some real value to the board. He puts 8 down, 8 power onto the board. And I realize I'm being infiltrated. Oh my god. I'm on the wrong side of the board. But it's a good thing I got a Sunriser. And I got a heal. And I can punch my way through. Damn. And with our board states reset to neutral and a whole grip full of things in my action bar, I'm sorry friend, but it ain't looking too good. So there we see the Warbird and the other Vanguard General that boosts all the creatures in your hand by +1/1. That card is where it's at. Shouts to Kara Mephyt. I already made that deck. I got my Draugar Lords and my Pandoras. And I still got a few K left over, so we'll be bringing that to you guys next time. But anyways, Faye, what's her name? Faye Bloodwing. This Warbird spell, it's not as good as the other one, but it's still really good. I mean, maybe not against Lionar with their huge beefy minions, but against a whole bunch of things and against an opponent who's not playing around it too much, such as myself. Wow. So here I hit him with the Light Bloom, I hit him with the Sunriser, and I wipe his board with the Afterglow after whacking him with the Ironcliff Guardian for 3. So now I got him pinned down. I got the Riser ready to wipe. He's playing Razorbacks and War Masters on an empty board. So by this point I'm healing at will, so I can afford to punch some things with my Ironcliff. And right there, yowza, get him with the heal. With the double heal. So at this point he says well played. He thinks that there's some way for me to punch through and still beat him, but I'm provoked, my friend. So I have to get around that first. So can I do it? In my excited state, I drop a Mystic before dropping a Light Chaser and lose out on an erroneous 1 buff. But by this point he's surrounded, and I'm thinking to myself, does a draw count as a loss? Or break your streak? And this guy's top deck to beat this is a Crystal Wisp. Oof. Look at those Gerudo thieving eyes. Beautiful. So here we are. Hopefully this video is not killed. I'd be real sad, but I just want to show you guys what's coming next time. It's a little something called You Know Nothing, Jon Snow. Highly unrefined, but we're playing that Brienne of Tarth in our deck. She's got her glowing ice mace and her giant armor. She's giving each minion in our hand +1/1, so we're gonna see what we can do. Probably keep playing Healjank until we lose, because right now we're on a 7-game streak. Yeah, baby. And we're feeling good. We're not about to throw that away for Jon Snow, who knows nothing. Thank y'all for watching. We are still live and hot. This video is out there. Thank you all for being around. I've been having some hard times in my life after previously having some high times. But that's the way life is, right? That's how it go. And I know karma works both ways. Non-duality. Shoutouts to Thich Nhat Hanh. This has been another episode of Duelyst.